What's good, people? Psychopath here, and today we're doing a whole thing on combat. So we're doing Essence Mage because I know Essence Mage the best. So first things first, if you look down at your hips, you can see that you have these guns here. These are your primary weapons. In fact, they're your only weapons apart from your magic. Now, the basics is you aim and you shoot by pulling the triggers. Very simple, very straightforward. Now, there's different ways of doing combat because you can do that. If you want to start entering combat, my suggestion is charge. Now, the charge in itself, hold down the trigger button and your blast will charge. So you have two levels like you just saw. So that's a fully charged blast. That's a one charge blast. So it's there is a visual representation. But the beauty is you can start a combat encounter by fully charging and blasting your enemy, which on the low levels will probably kill him in one shot. Mine didn't. Now, enemies drop these things here. We'll get to crafting in another video, but these are crafting materials that we'll carry on to. Now, we cover basic attacks. Now, there's something that you should know. You see these numbers right here? Literally, these numbers here? These numbers are your ammo. Your guns have ammo in a sense. I can, for example, completely unleash my bullets onto this enemy, kill him, and now my ammo has to recharge. It does recharge pretty quickly, so don't feel like pressured into thinking, oh my god, I gotta wait like a half an hour. You're maybe gonna wait, this has been maybe 10 seconds, but again, in combat, 10 seconds is a lot, right? Now we're gonna get into spells, because mages cast spells. So you get one spell pretty early on, which is just a fireball, where when you pull both triggers, you have a little fireball there, and I can launch it towards an enemy, and if it actually hits the enemy, because my aim is terrible, it will deal damage. That recharges in about 6 seconds. Let's try it again. There we go, got them all. And now I can just blast these guys all to death. Oh, the guy was chasing me. He's mowing down that grass pretty hard. Yeah, so you also get these items here, and these items are actual abilities that you can put onto your abilities. We're going to get into that in just a second. But I want to show you some of the castable spells that you can do. So, one spell that you can do is you can pull your trigger, which doing this will get your spells almost ready for the gestures. Because that's how it works. It all works on gestures. So I can go forward like, oh, come on. There we go. Pull up, and then I can just blast the guy. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a lightning blast. Yeah, that's lightning blast. So I did that the wrong way. But basically, for lightning itself, you pull the trigger and pull down, and you can do that. And that is your lightning blast. Now, the really cool thing is, you have two hands. You can actually dual cast. You can literally trigger both, pull down, and now you can summon two lightning blasts, which is awesome to think about. Because it opens up more possibilities. If you want to get a good drop on an enemy, you can 100% do that. Like, I only have one lightning available. Let's see if I can charge these guys both with that. There we go. I got one, and then it just triggered the other guy. So that's the thing too, right? Keep in mind, your spells do have a range. Now, the other spells that you can do, because you see all these are the gestures. So, for example, I think I have enough mana right now where I can pull my trigger and pull my hand across the chest, which I can do. This wide range area of effect is actually a fire that's going to burn. Deals tons of damage, staggers the enemies at low levels pretty easily, and just completely burns them to death. And like I said, for the bigger encounters, like there's no big bosses around here that I can show you, except for that guy right there. Oh, he's going to hit me. There we go. Grab that right quick. So yeah, you see the different color, dude? Those are elite. Elite creatures obviously have more health. They're just more powerful enemies, pretty much. Now, I'm a high level. I'm level 12. I'm leveled down to level 6 because this is the intro area. But this big guy here won't go down pretty much in one hit. He'll go down with a full spectrum of attacks. And also, those glowing bits on their leg, if you hit that, you will deal bonus damage to your enemies. I'm actually getting all kinds of good items off of these guys. It's the basics of combat, and it's really, the game is stupidly simple, and I really appreciate that, because not very many games show the ability of how to do combat. Like, you can do more. I could, here, let me go ahead and wipe this guy out real quick. If I wanted to, I could like Spider-Man this, where I climb up this rock. Yeah, we're just gonna get my hand around my cable, pull out my gun, and shoot. And miss every single bullet but kill on the last one. But yeah, That's what I mean. The amount of stuff that you can do, it's creative, right? There's more that you can do because it's a VR game where you can climb pretty much whatever you want. Now, I do want to get into abilities, so I'm going to get to a safe spot where I can actually properly show you this. I think up here is good. Now, I was talking about your item abilities. So, what we can do is we go to this little stone here, this little glowy stone, which is your abilities. And see here how I have like lightning, L1, uncommon, and the level right there for what I have. I can go ahead and click on this, which will show me my minor upgrades, my abilities that I've used. But you can actually select items here. And these items that you select will have different abilities to them. They'll do extra damage, or they'll have a different, like this one has a gain critical % chance for 5 seconds, stacking 3 times when I cast lightning. Like, all these abilities, you get these upgrades too. I have no points right now, but when I have another 45,000 damage, or 45,000 experience, I'll be able to do a lot more.